So you get asked in an interview, tell me about yourself. What's the best way to answer that question to A, help you get the job, keep the interviewer interested in the rest of what if you have to say as part of the interview? Okay, so here's what you don't do. Don't use the opportunity to talk about your entire life history. They're frankly not interested and it doesn't really help. What you should do is highlight the bits about yourself that are aligned with the job. A bit of personality would be helpful here. So don't just make it all about work, 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 work. So you might say, okay, my name's Yudee. I've got over 20 years experience in project management. And you talk a little bit about your professional experience. Keep it high level because they're going to talk a bit more about it as the interview progresses. And say, I'm an avid Arsenal fan. I'm not. But, talk about something else about you. Or I've got 10 dogs. I'm an avid dog lover. I've got 10 dogs and in fact, my house is pretty much like a zoo. That kind of thing. And no, my house is not like a zoo. I'm just using that as an example about some of the things that you can say about yourself that gives your personality a bit of color. The whole idea of that question is so that it's not all 100% professional because the interview is going to delve more into your professional experience anyway. The whole idea of that question is to see the color of your personality. Maybe you speak other languages. So, okay, I'm bilingual. I also speak this and that. Just a bit of color because that is the kind of thing that helps the interviewer say, oh, that's interesting. Oh, she's a professional footballer. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm self-published author. Oh, brilliant. What's your book about? Those things kind of break the ice and make you a bit more human and actually makes the interviewer feel a bit more human to you. So that's what you need to use that for. Now, while you're not talking about your entire life history, which is a bad idea, you really want to still use that opportunity to A, highlight the bits of your personality that have color, talk about a bit about your professional experience. So perhaps you're going for a project management role, but your background is in business analysis. You can say, okay, my name is Yudee. I've got now over 20 years experience in project management, but in fact, I started that life as a business analyst. And over time, I've kind of grown and I've now grown into project management and I've done pretty much everything there is to do in the project management arena. I've been a PMO manager, I've been a PMO this, I've been a that, I've been a that. In my personal life, I've got 3 dogs and a goldfish and a donkey in my backyard. And I'm also an avid Chelsea supporter, something like that. See, I just told you a bit about myself and it wasn't boring. And I put a bit of stuff in there that might make you chuckle or think, oh, why does she have a donkey in her backyard? And I actually don't have a donkey in my backyard. But you get what I mean. So I hope that's giving you something to chuckle about in a light-hearted manner. And I hope that's giving you some insight as to the best way to answer that question. Tell me about yourself. So let me hear from you. Write in your comments, subscribe, share, and like this video. Let us know if it was useful to you. And as I always say, it's really not rocket science, you see.